3 steps to grow your painting business that I learned from Alex Hormozi. If you follow this step, you will notice a huge growth in your business. Before I started to listen to Alex Hormozi, I was broke. I didn't know how to get clients, and I was just doing tasks that had no correlation to getting clients at all, like doing a website. I started to think that maybe I wasn't really a business type of guy because I was really struggling back then, which is kind of crazy. Then something unexpected happened. I found out about Alex Hormozi, liked his advice, so I was like, let me apply it to see what happens. In a couple of months, my business went from being a brokey that was losing money to finally making it profitable in a couple of months. Alex Hormozi made me realize that we overcomplicate things that should be simple. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the steps that I learned in order to start having a profitable painting business. So step 1, understand your target audience. Aligning with others' self-interest is easier than persuading them to do what you want. Alex Hormozi. You have to understand your customers' needs, wants, pains, frustrations, desires, everything about your customer. You must know it. Trust me when I say this, when I started to understand homeowners from head to toe, my whole business changed. You know, my marketing changed, my sales changed, even my product changed. Even my service became better because I understood the homeowner and what they wanted, their frustrations, what pissed them off, and I changed them to make my business more exceptional. If you have ever felt that homeowners think that painters are not valuable, then let me tell you something. You're right. A lot of homeowners don't see the value behind painting contractors because they simply just suck. I see it all the time. Painters go give a quick estimate, they just check the house, they're like, oh, okay, I see what you mean, I'll send you that estimate to your email. And the crazy thing is that they didn't even provide a need, they don't speak the language of the homeowner, they don't understand them at all. So when they give a price, the homeowner is gonna compare that price to the value that you gave in that conversation, and they're gonna realize, holy shit, this guy is trying to scam me. The homeowner doesn't find any value in your service because you didn't communicate. You didn't explain how it was gonna solve their pain. You didn't explain how you're gonna get them their desires. You didn't explain none of that. So then painters wonder, why are they reducing our prices every single time? Because they just don't see the value behind it. What I started to do, and I highly encourage you to do as well, is to take notes of the conversations you have with homeowners and see the patterns that they're having. So the more homeowners you're gonna talk to, you're gonna start realize that they have the same pains, the same desires, and the same frustrations every single time. Then you can use those pains and desires to communicate it in your marketing and your sales. You can also fix the holes in your business. Like, let me give you an example. Most homeowners hate the fact that painters don't do the process correctly. So let me give you an example. If you have ever painted the fascia, which is the thing around the roof, you will realize that the steps that you will have to do will be to take off that paint, like scrape it, then you will have to sand, then you will have to prime it before painting, right? What most painters do is that they just come, peel off the paint. Sometimes they sand, sometimes they don't, and they don't even put primer. They just start painting over it, right? So most homeowners really hate that because then their fascia is gonna be peeling off in a couple years. I will hear that all the time. They will be so angry because they will be like, look at my fascia, I painted 3 years ago. Why is it peeling off? You know, every single homeowner was just saying the same thing. The fascia is peeling off. Why is that happening? So I use this to my advantage because that's a pain. And I explain, communicating to them that they will not experience this pain again because we prime the fascia before painting. So actually, instead of lasting 3 years, it could last 7 to 10 years depending on the paint quality. Every single time that I assured the homeowners that their pain was gonna be resolved, it just built in more trust. So I always got the business. So remember, always find the pain and desires of your customers and use that to your advantage. Number 2, you have to deliver a win as fast as possible. People who experience a victory early on are more likely to continue with something than those who do not. Alex Hormozi. So let's assume that you're now speaking the language of your customers because you understand their pains and desires. Now what I will do is ensure that the customer gets a quick win as soon as possible. So let me give you an example. Let's say one day you wake up tired, you wake up sore, right? You don't want to go to the gym. So instead of just quitting and just not doing that workout, you decide, hey, you know what? Let me do a couple push-ups so I at least did a workout, right? What's going gonna happen is that if you do those push-ups, even though they might be 5-10 push-ups, what's gonna happen is that you got that small win. So after getting that small win, you're gonna feel some level of accomplishment, which you might be like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna stop being a pussy, let me actually do my workout. Most painters have this wrong mindset that they would only give value if the homeowner pays. Yet this is such a stupid mindset, because the homeowner is not gonna give you a penny if you don't show any value. In order to get them to start painting their house, you have to make them commit, and the only way you're gonna make them commit is if they accomplish a small win first. So what I would do for homeowners is get that small win as soon as possible. And how did I did that? Is by helping them pick colors. I try to offer as much free service as I possibly could to ensure that they managed to pick their colors. So that was a small but big win. Of course, it took time and effort, but if you got 6,000-7,000 from that project, would it have been worth it? Of course it would. What would usually happen in the homeowner's mind, they would be like, hey, you know what, we already picked colors, might as well just get started painting just to take it off the list, right? And that's how it works. They committed to a small step, so now the chances of them taking the bigger step increases. So now that they are ready to paint, you know who they're gonna call? They're not gonna call that cheap painter who just came in, oh yeah, it's a couple thousands, yeah. They're not gonna call that guy. They're gonna call you, because now they attach the value of your goodwill to your service. They are gonna call you because you have attached the value you gave them for free to your service now. So they see your service as valuable. While the other painter who wanted to be cheap and not give anything for free to help out doesn't get shit, because he's lazy, he's fucking just saving a couple pennies, so he will not make any money. Step 3, you have to deliver exceptional results. Masters never don't do the basics. Alex Hormozi. At this point, you have probably closed the client, you have them scheduled to start their project. What's next after this? And the answer is kind of obvious. You have to deliver exceptional results. Most painters forget that their service has to be as good as their marketing and sales system. What's gonna happen is that if your service sucks, your marketing and sales systems are gonna start failing, because no matter what you do and how much promises you make, the social proof is gonna show the contrary. So people are not gonna buy shit from you. So no matter what you do, if your service is shit, people are not gonna buy from you. It's simple as that. That is the reason why Robert Greene said, you must guard your reputation with your life. Once you have ruined your reputation, it's very hard to bounce back. So remember to always try to deliver exceptional results. Go above and beyond. Try to fix the small holes in your business that makes your service a little shitty. Try to fix those just to make sure that the homeowners get the best exceptional results. Sometimes there's just small problems in your business, but if you fix them, it makes a great difference. Thanks for watching. Remember that you're walking to your destiny. Have an amazing day. Bye.